What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and we have some Wizards of the Coast update in the form of, well, from Geek Native anyway, regarding trademarks put out by Wizards of the Coast. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It was put out in a tweet originally, but if we read this, Atomic Arcade, Wizards of the Coast registers a new trademark for ARPGs and board game service. So D&D and Magic the Gathering owners, Wizards of the Coast, have filed for a new trademark. It's from Atomic Arcade. WotC describes the goods and services application as entertainment services, namely providing online computer games and interactive multiplayer online computer games via a global network, and fantasy role-playing games, board games, trading card games, and collectible toy figures, and downloadable electronic games to be used in connection with computers, console gaming devices, and wireless devices. It says this was filed at late October with these three definitions going into the filing. And then the folks from Geek Native are speculating. They says, we don't know what this means, but speculation turns to their own virtual tabletop, which has been foreshadowed, or a marketplace to support it. So I'm not entirely sure what this means. There's a lot of variability here, right? It could be for them. Now, they already have a games kind of wing of the house that made Baldur's Gate, or whatever it was, Dark Alliance, which obviously didn't go over very well. So I don't know if they're going to rely on that again, or if one sort of flopped game will just shut down that entire wing. But it also brought up some other things. So board games, I don't think WotC technically has their own board game wing or group for it. Now, they are owned by Hasbro, who makes a ton of board games, so that seems kind of like a no-brainer. Trading card games, we obviously have Magic the Gathering as part of Wizards of the Coast. Could this lead to additional trading card games? This could lead to small little spin-off things like the Three Dragon Ante and other quick card games, not like a true collectible card game like Magic the Gathering, although it is called a trading card game. So, I don't know, maybe they're making a D&D card game or something like that. And then collectible toy figures was also lumped in there, which also is interesting given that WizKids also makes board games for Dungeons & Dragons, and they make toys and figures via NECA and other things like that. But I think, yeah, this whole virtual tabletop thing, and I talked about it most recently on my most recent live stream, but I do plan to make a video about what I think the future of Dungeons & Dragons could be, and potentially what I'm also going to call the darkest timeline, what I think the worst possible scenario it could go in and what path it could go down. And unfortunately, the more I talk about that stuff out loud, the more likely I think it is going to go this darkest timeline route, which is not a thing I think a lot of people will support. But then again, it's Dungeons & Dragons, the most popular role-playing game. It might end up getting support in some form or another. So anyway, I'm curious what you guys think. This whole Atomic Arcade very much makes me think video games, less board games, tabletop games, card games. But let me know what you think. Is there more to this? I'll put a link to the article in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to think from this, but I'm staying on top of news as I always do. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you all next time.